Hi, that's me. Today I'm going to be doing my stairwell window. I'm putting a film on this, a stained glass looking film on this window. We never ever open those blinds. My neighbor has a insane security light. And the only thing separating our two houses is just each of our driveways, so we're really close to each other on that side. Um, I've lived in this house for 11 years and I've probably only opened that window, or excuse me, I've probably only opened the blinds maybe 3 times. Her light is like in Christmas Vacation when Clark Griswold finally gets his Christmas lights to work and he blinds the neighbors. That's what it feels like. That's what her security light feels like. So we just never ever open those blinds. We also have a lot of artwork in that stairwell that we don't want to get damaged by UV, by the sun and all that. So we just tend to keep those blinds shut. And I'm sick of it being just a boring space. So I decided to get this window film, this stained glass window film, and just kind of allow a little bit of light to come through, but also allow a little bit more color and fun and, life. I got this on Amazon. I bought like literally the cheapest one that I could find that I liked the print, in case I didn't like how it turned out or whatever reason, if I wanted to change it. I either did not pay attention to the size when I ordered it, or I confused centimeters with inches and didn't realize it. But as you can see, that does not fit my window. So I had to finagle the bottom of it there. Lesson learned. Pay better close attention. It'll be fine though. No big deal. First time, right? That's why I bought the cheapest one. I can mess it up, and I only lost like $6. Not that I wanted to just throw money around, because $6 is $6. But I didn't buy the $25 one. That was an option. Or the $50 one. That seemed ridiculous. The $50 one or the $25 one probably would have fit my window correctly, though, and it would have saved me a lot of time. Oh well, you live and you learn, right? So I'm just going to put a small piece on the bottom here and try to line up whichever side I thought looked the best. I didn't realize that my phone was tilted up and also just got bumped. Thank you. And you can't see what I'm doing, but I'm just measuring and cutting here. At this point, when I recorded this, I didn't own a tripod. So my phone is being held, I recorded this on my phone, and it's being held in place with the box that my phone came in and an old Nokia phone. So basically a box and a small brick. Didn't really move, so it did its job, but had I had a tripod, I could have angled it down a bit because my phone's up at the top of the stairs and I'm down on the landing. But it's fine. But whenever I disappear, pretty much I'm just down measuring and cutting the next squares. Here I'm just using my X-Acto knife or a box cutter really, my box cutter to trim the edges up. Unfun fact, I sliced the top of my thumb open with that same box cutter 1 week before. Thankfully, it just cut through the skin, and I just bled through a few band-aids over a couple of days. Could have been a lot worse. My brother, who's a professional musician, was getting ready to go on tour as a piano player in about a month, and he cut his top of his hand open with a steak knife, and he had to have plastic surgery because he sliced through his tendons. Thankfully, he was able to still go on tour. He was able to heal up in time. But that was the first thought that went through my head when I cut my thumb open. I was like, no, but I was fine. Now I got a cool scar. My dog was scared to go down the stairs because my phone was in her way, because a cell phone is a significant roadblock for a 105-pound Rottweiler, clearly. So I had to cut those individual squares of the upper window. My windows are over 100 years old, and I sometimes you see windows like that in those panels Or dividers are superficial, or they're just for looks, and they're in between the panes, but those are right on the window. Oh, Incineroar. What's up, little babe? She will hang out on your shoulder while you're doing random things all the time. She's getting kind of big, though, and I'm not a very big person, so I don't know how long I'll be able to have her ride around on my shoulder. I hope forever we can figure out a balance, because it's kind of sweet. But, you know, she's getting big, and I don't plan on getting bigger, so unless I gotta hit the gym, make it a priority to start just building shoulders. That's what I'll do. That seems like the right choice. Done. It's decided. So you're probably thinking to yourself, when I was holding Incineroar, it looked like I was jamming out to the Boyz II Men cassette of their album 2 and singing the ballads. And when that was done, I went and changed the music over from my cassette of Boyz II Men to WKUF, Kettering University Radio, and was listening to the fabulous programming that they have there. And to that, I would say, number one, you are correct. Number two, please get out of my home. I'm calling the police. Yikes. I'm just using one of those scraper things that you use to clean a glass top stove to get all the bubbles out of the film. I don't have a glass top stove. I just use it for washing dishes. It makes it a lot easier. I'm not fancy like that. Dancing on a chair that's on a landing of a staircase is probably not the safest thing I've ever done in my life. But the music was killing it, so you gotta do what you gotta do. I specifically remember this moment was Tina Turner, Proud Mary. How do you listen to that and not dance to it? Like, if you're not dancing to Proud Mary, then I mean you got bigger problems, I guess, but I'm sorry for you. I hit my elbow very hard right there, probably for being judgy, for you not dancing to Proud Mary. My apologies. Just trimming up the edges, cleaning up the excess. When you're putting these films on, I learned this when I was doing the smaller ones, cut them a little bit bigger, so then you don't have to worry about lining up the corners exactly or having a perfect 90-degree angle that you've trimmed, because you probably didn't have a perfect 90-degree angle, especially if you didn't use a 90-degree tool. So just cut them a little bigger and then trim the edges. It'll make it a lot easier. So here's the finished product. I think it looks pretty decent. Nice, colorful, some light coming through. Oh, well, that was my dog. Sorry. And there she is. Hope you enjoyed it.